Round 4. Ready, go!
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm gonna play a little bit with KRSJin, and after that I'll be able to play with anybody who wants to spar. Right now Twitch is being a little ornery, so I need to get that working. It's not letting me. It's not letting me set it to Virtual Fighter. Let me see if I can get that going. I think I know what it is. Let me see. Let's try to reload the app. Alright, let's try that. I might need to update the app though. It's really not letting me update this. Yeah, still doing this. Still going. Alright.
See? I thought I'm better.
Update the app. Let me see if it's... No, it's not that. Alright, we'll see when it lets me actually edit. Just like to do it in here though. Right, this thing has a bad habit of...
Round 1. Ready, go!
There we go, this is what we're doing. I have to just go. How you doing today? Hey Jimmy, good to see you.
Knockout.
Alright, awesome. Okay, so KRSJin, which that's how I call it, but it's KRSJin. He says he wants to spar before he goes to bed, so I'm gonna let him know I'm ready.
Excellent. Round 3. Ready, go!
By the way, I'm really excited for Street Fighter 6. I don't know if I'll have time to devote to that game. So it's one of those where I'm not even sure if I'll play it, but it looks really good. It looks pretty damn good. Like, it looks like the kind of game I want. You know, I grew up loving Street Fighter. I still do, but like, in this day and age, I'm just really loving VF a lot, and then it's like I gotta take care of this and this, you know, work, family, etc. So it's kind of like just focus on that, play a little bit of everything else. But Street Fighter 6 is very compelling to put some like serious time in because it looks like a really good game. But it also looks like a game where I wonder how it will look to a casual viewer. I think the meters will help clue people in on how to watch it. But I really wonder how it looks to somebody not into fighting games if it looks appealing. So let me see if I got an invite already. Let's see here. Let's see, KRSJin, come on, where you at? I don't see them. Where are they at? Where's my friend at? KRSJin, where are you at? I don't see you. Are you not showing up online? Let's see what he says. Okay, he's setting stuff up. Okay. I think he didn't think I was actually setting up. I was ready to go. Anyways, things have been really good. VF is treating me well, even though I haven't played as much as I would like. I'm happy with, well, I think ever since I came back from Japan, I improved a bit. And I don't know how to put my finger on it. It's more like my problem solving is just a lot quicker and easier. Maybe I'm just seeing it a little better. I don't know. I don't always get it right, but I'm having an easier time seeing situations when I play, and that's been a lot of fun. That's also made the offline and online both really fun in their ways, because every time I go back to online, when I go back to offline, I realize what I can do, and I can react more, but I don't feel like that's the only true VF. Like when I go back to online, I feel like, okay, let's see what we can do, let's see what we can react to, and then let's see what guesses we have to make. And then it's still lots and lots of fun, because it's still a lot of reading, it's still a lot of it's still a lot of like skillful play, and but the offline does make you have more certainty in what it should be that you should do, right? Because there's a lot of situations in online where it's a little harder to react block to rising attack, but some players can clearly do it online, like on reaction every time. But when you go back to offline, you're kind of like, it's way easier, you know. Tonight will be KRSJin, maybe Dennis if Dennis is free, but I think Dennis is tired. No, okay. Dennis will try to come later, so that's going to be amazing. Watch him find a million ways to beat me up. And then, you know, I wish it could be you, but I know this is your bedtime. I wish it could be Bushido, because I've been wanting to do a lot of Taka training, and Bushido and I both want to improve each other's games, but the times just haven't lined up. Usually I'm taking care of family when he's available, so let's see. But it's a lot of fun kind of going between both the online and the offline. But some stuff is like a bit rough, like in online, where sometimes you swore you blocked low, but it came out but you were just too slow, or I was just too slow. And then I'll play offline and I can kind of like block low like way later. You know, like I can just be like, oh, here comes a low. You know, so but it's certain situations. It's kind of funny how that works, but it's not me mad at online at all. It's just kind of like, okay, I just need to see it sooner, you know. And that challenge is great, because then you have a lot of really the focus is cool, and so I end up appreciating the offline, but I appreciate the online, but I feel like the online made me like a lot sharper. So okay. Okay, he just finished his ranked, and he's gonna send me an invite. So sounds good. Also, tomorrow's gonna be Beat Tribe Cup. Watch it on Majin Obama's stream. I'm gonna turn the volume down. Here. Watch it on Majin Obama's Twitch channel. I really support people that, like, you know, they trust Majin Obama to live stream the event, and they do look at numbers. Sega looks at numbers, everyone looks at numbers. The industry looks at numbers, players look at numbers. And so, I know it's a small amount, we don't have a huge population, but we really should support, like, if there's an English main channel, we should support that. You know? If we do like a bunch of parties, it's one thing you do it for Tekken, where there's already going to be like, you know, thousands of players watching the main event. But then when you do it with VF, it's like, if they see like, you know, only a small group watching the main event, and then you see a bunch of little tiny like re-streamers, it's kind of like, I don't feel good as a VF fan doing that. You know, I understand when we do that with the Japanese broadcast because we want an English party experience. And I do understand if we had such a huge, like, showing on Majin Obama's stream that, like, now we can't even chat because, like, it's just, like, flooded with people that are just watching it more casually, then yeah, that's when I really like to do a separate view. But until that happens, let's support the main one, you know? Okay, finally, Akai, on his Twitter account, Akai has posted an amazing breakdown of the format for Beat Tribe Cup. He talked to the Japanese. He went. There is a streamer in Tekken player called Majin Obama. He's the one broadcasting Virtua Fighter's huge ass tournament tomorrow, the biggest tournament. That is Beat Tribe Cup. That is the World Cup of Virtua Fighter. It's a big team battle, 5 versus 5, 125 teams. 125 teams of 5 players. So you got about 625 players at that event. All Sunday morning in Japan, but it's Saturday night for us. So Saturday night we get to watch some amazing Virtua Fighter, lose a lot of sleep over it, and then, you know, fall asleep at Mother's Day. Yeah. Hey, Decepticon Swag, good to see you. So please support Majin Obama's channel tomorrow. Nice kitchen. Also, check out Akai VF's Twitter channel, because that breakdown is really good. KC74, good to see you again, and I'm glad that, yeah, let's watch Beat Tribe Cup. Let's go. Man, hope you've been doing well. Hope you've been doing well. I assume it's Mr. T, Casey, right? Good. If I evade the other way. So that was a really good string, though, to pressure me for the ring out. I think I could have worked. Very good. Very good. EX high. Good. That was. I went super high risk there. It was unnecessarily high risk because if you evade it, I'm dead. If you block low, I'm dead. That move is incredibly high risk to do in that situation when you're only fighting for a tiny bit of health. So I do need to improve that kind of decision making a lot. I wasn't looking at my health bar, frankly, but I could see it from the corner of my eye. So need to improve the decision making there. It's a big weakness. I couldn't understand the first word, but thanks. I couldn't understand the first word, but I understand the thank you. That was bad. That's obvious. So what's good about using slide shuffle is it makes it so Leon shouldn't use like 4 PS match. That's at least what Nero told me, and I kind of agree with that. Okay, that's an attack on slide shuffle there. You're drunk. Oh, okay. So it's Yopa Richada. I see. Well, thanks for the support, man. Thanks for the support, Mr. Casey. Good to see you. I'm really excited to watch Beat Tribe Cup, but hopefully it won't cause me to have trouble at Mother's Day. But my family celebrates Mother's Day like in the evening, so we're fine. We like sleeping in. You know, my parents just deal with the fact that my wife and I like to sleep in. So it works. Oh, that was almost. Awesome. Like your wife's family is from Japan, right? But good. Good. Alright. I like a lot of the decisions that Christian's making. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. He switched to back throw. He didn't go to neutral, he went to back throw. And I went to forward, actually. Yeah, that was bad. Oh, that was epic. One thing that I love, when Christian and I fight, we end up getting into a lot of these type of scraps. It's so much fun, and I know he likes it too. I was gonna ask you, how are you liking those settings? Were the settings right? Did you have to adjust it? Thanks for your patience. I know it took forever for me to finally put that all together for you, but I'm glad you're really liking it. I think that setup is really good for Virtua Fighter. It's one of my favorite setups for VF, and it's like it's the least costly one, but it's just so good, and I think Japanese players that play console love it. Like, I think they use that setup, basically.
Round two. Ready,
Oh, that was good. That was good. His Oki is spot on. I am just a split second.
Round three.
I'm glad I made the adjustment I did. Oh, that would have been cool if I did. I need to start doing the right thing there. 6XP is what I need to do. 2K is what I need to do. When I see this setup, this move, yeah, that step in, punch, elbow, I need to do like 2KK. Nice reading the throw, or just knowing that. That was so good. Good round.
Round five. Ready, go.
You gotta do PK. You gotta do PK there. That was such a good game. Yeah, Christian, that game was really good. That game was really good.
Round one. Ready, go!
Perfect Oki. Perfect Oki. He guessed correctly every time, and he got good rewards every time.
Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go! Bring it up. Round four. Ready, go!
So good. Yeah. I thought he was gonna. Ding.
Knockout.
So if he starts using 4 kick plus guard,
I want a serious fight.
yeah, like 4 kick and guard is kind of the one you want to use in that particular type of exchange.
Round one. Ready, go!
I fuzzy too late. Yeah, I got greedy, but I really felt his timing is on it, so I gotta respect his timing. His media has been on top.
Ready, go!
Good. Good. That was an awesome round. He played that round so good.
Round three.
Alright.
Ready, go!
Dang, I thought I could get that evade. No, you can't. It's guaranteed. All that was guaranteed. I got greedy. I should have fuzzied there. I had a feeling that he's playing sharp today. So right now he's not delaying. He's playing like on buffer, which is really good. So I need to. That means I got to respect the frames, and I can't try to cheat it. Some people that try to do delays and stuff, or ECD too much, that allows me to kind of go in and do like a crouch dash into an
Round
attack.
one.
So.
Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Good. That's good. That's good. This is really great stuff. I think he elevated his play. I'm so happy. Okay, that spacing didn't work. did the wrong move, but it was really good. It's really, really good.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Good game. Very good game. I was completely out-hit, everyone.
That wasn't your best shot.
Man, these are awesome battles, Christian. These are really good battles. Alright.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Good.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
I need to start doing 6 XP.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
That's it. Such a good battle.
Ready, go!
That's it.
Knockout.
Oh, that was so sad.
What a knucklehead.
Alright, we'll do more. Alright, he's very hungry because he knows that he shouldn't have lost that last game. Here we go.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout.
Okay. I really like how on top of Gary he is.
Ready, go!
He's definitely outplaying me in this first game.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Early. almost evaded that, but I held guard. I want to evade that.
I got no time for you.
Very good first game. Alright, let's see here.
Round one. Ready, go!
Yeah, I need to beat Knuckle that.
Round two. Ready, go!
Hey, Draw, good to see you. How have you been doing?
Round three. Ready, go!
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Okay. That flip kick was a really good idea. Just the flip kick was a good idea. I'm doing good, doing good. VF's been treating me very well and been having so much fun. I'm excited to watch Beat Tribe Cup tomorrow. It's gonna be broadcast in English on Majin Obama. That's their Twitch channel, and Akai wrote a good breakdown of the format. Oh, good to know that. Nope. Good. Really good. Really good. Okay. Wants me to be respectful in my okay. Yeah, just wait for it. I was hoping for doing low rising attack actually. I didn't get it. So. I was trying to be cute, but I really was trying to see if those options could work.
That
And they weren't, I don't think they were bad. But I think he guessed correctly, and they were, but they were things he could see, so can't do it then. See if we can up the pressure again. Have to get him uncomfortable. The European concept of comfort and discomfort is a very powerful thing for Yomi.
Round one. Ready, go!
I like that kick canceling the punch.
Round two. Ready, go!
Very good zone. Good patience on the zone too.
Round three. Ready, go! Excellent. Round four. Ready,
Okay, he did have a great time. Good block. That was so good. Let's see. Much love for the threat.
It's like you're moving in slow motion.
Can't, it's censored. Okay, perhaps the perfect characters. Yeah. He is very, yeah, Jacky is arguably the strongest character in the game. So, definitely.
Round one.
Alright, this is awesome.
Ready, go!
Nice, neutral. That's the neutral throw. Yeah, absolutely.
Round two. Ready, go!
Nice. Good.
Round four. Ready, go! Knockout.
I would say personally top three. Well, I think there's a top two, and I think it's Jacky and Akira. And then it's there's so many cases to be made for the rest of the cast. So, but I don't think it's like a broken top tier. It's just that they're just so strong and solid, right? But every character is really strong. John does have a case for being number 3. Good. That was so good.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go. Ring out. Round 3. Ready, go. Knockout.
That's too greedy. And I didn't get the proper crouch dash.
Ready, go.
Good game. Good game. Good round.
Round 5. Ready, go.
Oh, so good.
Knockout. Forgot to train, eh?
I'm telling myself that I need to check Jacky's positioning. I'm still not good at seeing that there is a tell when Jacky has a really good circle kick into sweep Oki, and I need to train myself for that. I don't see it. I was hoping for a repeat of the opening. Oh, he went for sidekick. That's good. I thought he'd go for Gary again.
Round 2. Ready, go.
He has good, decent sustained damage in this game, but he's got to work for it. Like, it's not as high as a lot of other characters, but it's good. I mean, like, I have to, like, when you fight,
Round 3.
actually when you fight Jacky a lot too, it's really frustrating. Like, it's the amount of situations where you do damage is harder. That's got to be annoying. That was good. That was a good read. That was a good read.
Round 4. Ready, go.
Feels good when you guess right.
Ready, go.
No, but I did promise Dennis after this, but Dennis is a maybe, so we'll see, and then you'd be next after that, I think, because I am gonna try to sleep because tomorrow I'm gonna go on a road trip for kind of a Mother's Day road trip for my wife, and then there's Mother's Day on Sunday for my mom.
Round one. Ready, go!
Okay. But I do want to fight you, Paul.
Excellent.
Okay, I'm dead now. Alright.
Round two. Ready, go!
Family Man makes it tough. Look at that. Ah.
Round four. Ready, go!
Man, that evade changed everything. Normally I do fine on that setup. Oh, that was so good. Oh my god, I made a comeback.
Forgot to train, eh? Round one. Ready, go!
I gotta respect that.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Really? I thought I had a combo there. Oh, because I did low punch, that's why.
Ready, go!
Ah. Oh, knockdown punch. I couldn't parry that.
Knockout.
So good. That was really good. Completely off that.
Ready, go!
Yep, always such good reads.
See? I thought I'm better. Round one. Ready, go! Round two. Ready, go!
Oh, that would have been good if I got that.
Round three.
It is. It's a very good choice against me. If you evade that thing, it's good.
Ready, go!
It's true. It's true.
Got to train, eh?
I don't punish that much, though. I'm starting to punish sweeps more actually. It's tough, but I'm starting to get the habit of 8KK. 8KK and Oki, but the Oki's like, it's okay. 6PP Oki is a little, I like it more, especially because it gets you towards ring out.
Round one. Ready, go!
Yeah, same pattern.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
Need to do this move. 6-6B.
Round three. Ready, go!
Punish. At least do KK. Minus UMIs. Like this one.
I want a serious fight.
The good thing is, actually, I started to punish more since I came back from Japan, but my punish is still like, it's like medium. But Leon's good punish sucks, so it's like, it's kind of okay. At least I get Okizemi on the medium punish.
Round one. Ready, go!
That was funny that I was back turned. So right now, like, pokes would win, right? I need to just, you know, if I evade, I just need to do a poke and lose on the decision. Ah, that's a punish. I'm glad I didn't do 8 KK there.
Ready, go!
I think he's getting tired. Like, I feel like he's sleepy now.
Forgot to train, eh?
Yeah, so earlier in the last set, there was a moment where I did neutral throw in the middle of the round, like with high health, for no reason. Like, and I don't normally do it, but I should because there's still good Oki and it's a good mix-up. But he escaped us, so we both wondered like why both of us did that. So. This is fun now. Okay, I felt like something was on my button.
Round 2. Ready, go! Excellent! Round 3. Ready, go!
Tried that lead to the back. Nice.
Forgot to train, eh?
I have a feeling he wants a rematch. We'll rematch. Okay. I know he's not happy with that set, so it's like, okay. But I do think he's really tired. Yeah, but the first 2 sets were so freaking good.
Ready, go!
Ah, I even had it cued in my head to do the punish too. Like, I even had it in my mind to do this. So that's my punish. That's the punish.
Ready, go!
Oh, that would have been so good if I got what I wanted to do. Or what I was thinking of doing. I'll take it. He's not going to be happy about that.
Round 3. Ready, go! Excellent! What a knucklehead! Round 1. Ready, go! Excellent! Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh, that sucks.
Round 3. Ready, go!
That was good. That was good. That was good. I didn't even think of that one actually at that point, but it's what I would do too. But.
Ready, go!
I hit a diagonal. Offline, I would have actually blocked that. So. Like nobody goes for attacking after blocking Gary, right? Because I'm -6.
I thought I'm better.
Worked. It just had a feeling. But it also means he just needs to do frame tight setups with, or he just needs to do a frame tight follow up with the Gary. I think he let the wall situation and the ring out situation cloud his judgment because he just wins by simple punishing a Bari.
Ready, go! Knockout! Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh, is Nelly here? Awesome. Did I miss? I might have missed Nelly's message. But if I did, good to see you, Nelly. But, Drog, you're completely correct that Jacky's food is strong against me. That also, too. 4-6 kg. This into this. I think it's a -15. He's like, why did you evade to the front that time? It's like I had a feeling. P is such a good move. So good. It just... situations like that, it can win so many different things. But it does risk being slow so that if we happen to be on the same timing wavelength or rhythm, then his jab or his elbow would win.
Round 1.
Or no, his elbow. Because 4P is trying to beat jab. 4P is trying to cut out the jab option. I do fall for that. That string messes me, like, Dennis 0201 messes me up with that string. It's that third hit. I always fall for it. Good he didn't go for jab. He needs to do the kick option. In that situation, beat knuckle kick was, I think, is the only option.
Ready,
was my bad.
Knockout.
Alright, let's get sharp again. I'm losing it.
Ready, go!
Damn it. Just gotta block low. He's having trouble tracking the throws because I've been doing that pattern the whole set. Well, maybe for even 3 sets. So he needs to identify that I'm doing forward throw kind of too much. Yeah. Hey, Super Famicom. Awesome to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing really good. Thanks for the support earlier on Twitter as well. And yeah, I hope you've been doing very well. So, thank you.
Round 1. Ready, go!
He should have done the 4-6 K plus G. It's been working against me so much to keep doing it.
Ready, go!
Until I start. Well, I did do fuzzy guard last set, so.
Excellent!
I think he's waiting for me to change my throw.
Ready, go!
Good. Ah, I evaded that. I evaded that. The hell?
Ready, go! Excellent! I want a serious fight!
Okay, he wants to play one more. Okay. So, I understand the feels. I am telling him, though, that he is tired. And I can see that he's tired. So, but the first 2 sets, he played super amazing. He was really sharp. The hard part is he can still play really strong, but I think he's going to have to let himself react a little more. But what made the first 2 sets so strong was his mind was active with the speed. Right, and right now he's doing good, but I've got a lock on feel on him right now, and it's going to be hard to break that. Good, but he made that he is making adjustments, so like, it's not that he's not. It's really good, really, really good.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I know to do 6 XP, but my brain was just like, you ran out of time, but I didn't. I'm not running out of time anymore. Almost.
Round 4. Ready, go! Excellent! I want a serious fight! Round 1. Ready, go!
That's bad.
Knockout!
That was so a million loads of bad. Okay, let's fix it.
Ready, go!
That was cool.
Knockout!
Very good. Alright, let's force games.
Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout!
That was good. I like that. I haven't seen that one. Yeah, that's good.
I got no time for you! Round 1. Ready, go! Round one. Ready, go! Knockout. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Round four. Ready, go! Knockout. Round five. Ready, go! Knockout.
Good game. It's really good.
That wasn't your best shot.
I am gonna end it after this set tonight because I'm gonna sleep. But well, I'm gonna do some stuff preparing for the weekend and sleep. But
Round one.
yeah.
Ready,
But I really enjoyed everyone coming here tonight, and this has been so much fun. Oh, this is good.
knockout.
This is that.
Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go! Knockout. I want a serious fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep too. Sorry. I'm gonna go to sleep as well. Sorry, Paul, but we will play. We will play. We always do find time, but
Round one.
we'll play.
Ready, go!
But tonight I'm gonna sleep. So that's what I mean.
Excellent. Round two. Ready,
No, it's not. It's not. You know, with me, it's the same story. It's just managing a lot of other stuff and realizing I need to sleep.
knockout.
I had a gut feeling he was gonna buy there. You should almost never do it though against Leon. Yeah. You shouldn't mash either. Sometimes you should mash. I should have done kick. So that situation, I'm supposed to do back turn kick, and then back turn kick will splat. So, yep, too obvious. I'm losing it. Like, I am sleepy, so this is good. Now we're even. We're even on the sleepiness now. Okay.
Round one. Ready, go!
It'll happen. My brain will wire it properly. That would have been cool if I did the combo. Okay. He's got the medium locked in. And I need to just do K when I see that stack.
A serious fight. Round one. Ready, go!
I thought that would have got that one. I thought that delay would have worked, but he evaded the delay.
Round two. Ready, go!
I did the right thing, but oh.
Ready, go!
That was really good. I brain farted totally. That was really good. But neutral would have been a good fine throw to escape. good. Whew. He was being careful. I was fortunate it worked out. Oh, man.
I want a serious fight.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. Drog, let's do it sometime. Like, thank you. Paul, I mean, let's do it. Let's fight sometime. Not tonight. Sorry, I'm not trying to tease you so bad. But I do want to fight you always. I love the battles I'm having with Paul. I think everyone's kind of feeling it. Right now on the scene, everybody's improving a lot. I think, so what I told KRSJin is that, I improved after when I got back from Japan, it became clear that I was improving. And in my case, it was like, normally I don't remember things that happen in the match that well. I do pick on details and I find things that work and I find ways to observe other people's games. But in my own games, I actually usually had trouble with that. For some reason, when I got back, it was a lot easier to do that. Like, I just saw stuff better, and I don't know if it's just the certainty of the action or how when you're playing in Japan, you just, like, you have to, like, you have to make choices so fast. So then, it's some of that. Sometimes you also just have to take, like, clean, quick answers. You know, like when you see a whiff punish, you need to absolutely whiff punish, but you just do it simply if you have to. But what's been happening is in the close exchanges, I think I'm just playing with a little more awareness, but also with more improvisation. It feels kind of like, it just feels more manageable because it is something I do when I play against developing level players. Like, I'm able to do that. But when you play against, like, really strong players, it was harder for me, and now it's feeling more normal. The switching back and forth between offline and online has actually been really cool to me. I know that's not the case for most people. People will just feel like offline they'll feel so strong and they'll be upset with the online. But I honestly enjoy the problem solving and kind of assessment of the situation in the online. Meaning, I have to actually assess what I can and can't do, and but I can feel what I can do, and I can feel what I can potentially can do. But it's stuff like, but I also just kind of accept that some things I have to do way earlier if I want to do. So blocking low is something where I have to do that a lot earlier online, and offline I can do that later. But it's not so bad. It's not as bad as that sounds, but you end up feeling like you can spend time solving problems on offline. Online, I am solving problems, and I feel like I've gotten sharper. Now, in the case of Christian, he got sharper. Like, the fact is, those first 2 sets we had tonight, that showed me, like, he improved so much from the last time we fought. Both in the matchup, but also in general with Jacky. And, like, the way that he was calling out stuff, and the way that he was finding an answer right away, he was improving the same way I was. Like, the way that I had the past month. And I think that's because he's been playing online and offline. I think he's, you know, White Worm is actually a very good player. And I think White Worm can do some good stuff in your game, you know, when you fight against White Worm. And I think his offline sessions, and then, you know, he has to fight, like, Taka with, like, Bushido. And Bushido's a very strong player. It's not just as Taka. Bushido himself is strong, but Taka's going to force you to make guesses. And Christian's guessing was just so much more on point tonight than what I, you know, usually I see him solve problems too, but I feel like the speed that he solves problems was similar to the way I used to solve problems. And then tonight we were just like on it, and it felt a lot like when I fight Nova, where we're just constantly kind of changing what we're doing a lot, but it feels really good. So yeah, Christian is KRSJin. So KRSJin, which, you know, I like to think of KRS-One, and I like to think of Jin from Tekken, but he told me that's not why it's named that. It's just Christian, which is his name. So yeah. So Christian, who I just played, like, he improved a lot too. Now, of course, I get an edge because I fight Dennis 0201's Jacky. And Dennis 0201's Jacky is his number 2 character right now. It's, you know, the number 1 character for Dennis is John, you know, and that John is a real pain in the butt to deal with. But Dennis's Jacky is pain too, because I got to go through the problem solving process as he figures out what to do against Leon. You know, because there used to be times where I win a lot, and then he wins a lot, then I win a lot, and he wins a lot. And then it became he winning a lot of the time. And even still right now, it's that way. But in my matches with Dennis lately, even if he's winning a lot of time, we have these intense rounds that are very close. And it's really fun solving problems. And so it's been exciting. Very similar to when I fight Paul. So when Paul and I are both on fire, it's a lot of fun. When both of us are gassed, it's kind of rough. But I love fighting Paul no matter what. But we've both experienced us, like, being in the zone, and we've experienced us kind of being gassed. You know, where we're kind of having trouble changing up. You know, but lately it's been a lot of improvisation and, you know, problem solving. So this has been a lot of fun. Street Fighter 6 is coming out, but I think VF is just so much fun that we're going to be playing a lot of VF. But, you know, I wish I had as much time as I had in college, because then I could spend you know, a few hours a day on Street Fighter and a few hours a day on VF. I'm going to prioritize VF no matter what. That's the number 1 for me, but Street Fighter 6 looks like a lot of fun. Honestly, the Luke looks fun. So, like, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to play that. But again, I'm getting all of my kicks in VF, like more kicks. And this week, a lot of the matches have been a lot of fun. Earlier today, when I played against Jimmy, I had a hard time with, I could be wrong, but I think Jimmy was doing manually delayed 3P. I think he would literally just stand there and then just do 3P, like, on a very heavily delayed time. So I might have been like -5, but he still waited through that and then some. and then hit me with 3P because I kept trying to evade. Like, I would evade and I would just get hit. And I would see no head bob, I would see no signs of a crouch dash or a dash. Just 3P, and it made me confused why I kept missing the evade on 3P, which is a linear fast attack. So yeah, so it's been an interesting experience because I went to Evo. Well, I went to New York, and that was a level up experience too. That improved my game. Then I went to Japan, and after I came back from Japan, after I had rested an extra week and a half, then I went to an offline session, and that's where I really noticed that I had improved. But I was also noticing I improved when I came back from Japan. After coming back from Japan and resting a few days, then playing Paul, that's where I was like, oh, I think I'm more comfortable at this speed. And then playing offline, right? After offline, then we're playing online again, and that's feeling great, really good. And then I went to, just this past weekend, went to Seattle and played in a tournament, but played a lot of matches with friends. And it was like, I'm like, yeah, I still feel like I'm getting stronger. You know, I'll admit that on the Saturday night, it was a huge surge. You know, it was like I felt like I could see everything. It felt like I kind of knew how to deal with everything that night. It was crazy. That was after the tournament. So, yeah, I think for me, I love playing both online and offline. Do they feel different? Yes and no. Like, for all the time I've played VF, the result is about the same. The player that wins online almost always is also the player that wins offline. But do the games feel different? Well, offline you do have to get used to like the speed again, so you have to get used to round start. But now I kind of feel it right away when I go back. Even when we switch systems, when we go from my PlayStation 4 Gen 1, which has lag, and then when I play on a PS5 or a PS4 Pro, then I have to, like, you know, I used to 2 months ago have to kind of readjust to the opening start time, but now it's pretty natural. I kind of know it once I play it. Hey Wallstormer, it's so good to see you, man. Wallstormer, I hope you're doing really well. I hope your family and everyone's doing good, man. And you know, absolutely got to wish your mother a happy Mother's Day. Your mother is one of the most wonderful people. So I'm just hope you're doing awesome, Wallstormer. Wallstormer was a Chicago native and is a wonderful friend in the Portland area. Your mother is just awesome. Your family, your dad too, man. Wallstormer has some of the coolest parents. He really does, you know. And Wallstormer is like the guy that like is gonna be like the best uncle for your kids, you know. So, like, I love Wallstormer. So, man, yeah, really good to see you. Yeah, so you know, for how much people do want to complain on the online on VF, I do feel like the online strengthens my offline VF, and I feel when I started playing this game again, I did have a regret from when I stopped playing online in 2014. But back then, everyone was playing, like more than half the players were on Wi-Fi. It was really bad. So the game was really different online from offline. So that's why I stopped playing online, because I still had fun with it, but I was like, well, I have access to people to play offline. But I have a regret about that. And the regret I have about that was that 2021, when we started playing Parsec again, I realized I don't know jack about more than half the characters. Like, my matchup knowledge sucked. And so I was cruising on people not knowing Leon, and I was cruising on some fundamentals too. But it's not a fun feeling, and I regret, like, you know, there were players like Joseph, right? Joseph, who was an amazing Lao, and I wish I had played him. You know, and Tony Familia was still playing for a bit during that time, so I wish I played him more. You know, so there's a lot of players that I regret I didn't play during that time when I was just playing like offline Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. So you know, from that position, I really say that, one, the netcode itself might not be that much better in this game, but the environment's better because more people are playing with fiber. the worst connections we're dealing with are cable. You know that it's not worse than that, and then Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi is very rare. We're dealing mostly with people that are on Ethernet. But we can feel the difference between those that are playing on either Wi-Fi or a power line versus those that are playing on a fiber with Ethernet. So, okay, so Wallstormer, good question, and I was asked this question last weekend. What is it about VF that speaks to me over other fighting games? Why do I love Virtua Fighter? So the things about Virtua Fighter, in a broad statement, Virtua Fighter feels the most like learning a martial art. But that's like a very deep answer, actually. But let's talk about the traits that make it stand out. So Virtua Fighter has a relentless pace. It doesn't look like it when you're watching it the way you might watch some other fighting games, because in those games you're watching the characters take turn and this guy is locking the other guy down, then it's the other guy's turn and he's locking him down, and it goes at this pace, right? Okay. Virtua Fighter's pace is actually paper, rock, scissors, but like lightning speed. So it's just like, it's like it's like one beat, your turn, another beat, my turn, another beat, your turn, another beat, my turn, another beat, your turn. And that's describing who's on offense and who's on defense. Now, along with that, you actually have a lot of options for offense and for defense. So the game has got this comprehensive aspect to it that is intimidating if you're coming from other fighters, because in a lot of other fighters you impose your character's strongest strategies on your opponent, and so you have a feeling of being able to lock them down, and then they have a feeling of breaking free from that. But the thing about Virtua Fighter is each character has like a complete move list, so they can kind of play all the different games. Every character needs to learn how to be a grappler. Every character needs to learn, like, benefits, not needs, but benefits from learning how to zone. But you do need to learn how to poke, and you do need to learn how to throw, and basically be a grappler. But you have all the tools to kind of play all the different games. It might not be the best tools on some of the games, but your character has everything they need to kind of fight all those situations. Now, back to what is about VF that's like the secret sauce. We call it situation checking. So in Virtua Fighter, it's relentless on situation checks. When you get to the high level. In the beginner level, it's not so bad. Beginner level, you just learn basic things like, I'm going to poke, I'm going to use how to do a boxer's jab. And if I make the opponent disrupt it, if I disrupt the opponent with the jab, then I can come in with a straight. And I can also start rushing them if I'm an aggressive boxer. If I'm a more defensive-oriented boxer, I can just go out and jab and then wait for them to make mistakes and then punch them. I can play either way in this game. I can also be more of an all-rounder. I can be a guy that goes heavy. You can do all that. VF's boxing is the core of the game. So, that said, the general game thing that makes VF awesome, it does have this rapid pace. It has constant situation checking. Like, you always feel like there's an answer. You can fight your way out of a paper bag in this game. Like, you see it all the time where I'm down to like this much health, and yet the opponent doesn't hit me, or I defend properly every option they do, and I still turn around that round. You can fight your way out of a paper bag in this game because it's so situation by situation. It's constant. The game forces you to make constant decisions, and so that's what we're talking about, situation checking. And the sharper you are at it, the more rewarding it kind of is, and it's very conversational. It has conversational gameplay, so there's a lot of call and response, a lot of, oh, you're doing this, this, and this. I know what you're doing. Let me see if you can deal with this. Okay, and then he's like, well, now that you're dealing with this, see if you can deal with these things. There's lots of mind games that goes on in this game compared to a lot of other fighting games where in a lot of other fighting games the character strategy is very dominant, so it's about how well you execute that strategy and then how well they countermeasure that, how well they execute their strategy, and then countermeasure that before you get to the quote-unquote mind games of now we're going to start really messing with each other because we're at that level. So in a lot of games, you have to go really up here. In VF, you kind of have to do that from the start. But you can kind of just run with basic tactics when you're a beginner. So just like any martial art, you should be playing mostly with people of the same strength as you, so that you can experience together this growth. And because the final part, so I've already said relentless pace, situation checks, it feels like a martial art. So the main thing that I love on top of all that, this game is additive in skills. You constantly add skills to your repertoire. Like, they're not useless skills. It's not like, oh, because I'm good at grappling, I'm gonna suck at this. Or because this. It's, you just gradually keep adding to your skill set and you can start using them. In the beginning, learn how to use fast attacks, and then learn how to do a launcher and combo. Then later learn how to throw. And then after that learn how to move around more, you know, and then learn how to reverse, flip people on their head, like just knowing when to launch them when they throw. There's a lot of skills that you just gradually add, and you feel like you're becoming more and more of a master. And even though this particular version of the game has been around since 2010, I still am growing in this. And that's what I talked about tonight, was like, I still feel, and I've been one of the top, like, tier, like, in the top, you know, like, I've been in, like, top 50-ish in the country. I'm gonna keep it vague there. But I've been, like, top 50-ish in the country for, like, a long time. And yet still, we're all, like, leveling up. We're still getting stronger. We're still adding. We go to Japan and we see a lot of what we didn't really apply as much and need to apply more. Yeah.
You'll enjoy this, trust me.
Yeah, so, let's see.
Round one.
Okay, I'm catching up on that. So yeah, so I hope that makes sense. But yeah, the game really feels that way. Now, because in Japan there's a lot of players, but outside of Japan there's not that many players. But you know, Virtua Fighter is that game where the people that love it really love it. And like the Game of Go, right? Game of Go is technically one of the most popular games in the world, but it's just that in the West it's not popular at all. But you see dedicated Go players, and you know that I love Go, the Game of Go. Virtua Fighter is a lot like the Game of Go, in the real world implication, but also in the game itself. Yeah. So the point of that is that the Virtua Fighter community, we tend to be more like a martial arts dojo community, and that's because one, we know that there's only a few people that are playing at that higher level that want to grow. Two, we want more players, so we really try to get more of our friends to play the game, or people. We try to, like, I taught the game a lot last weekend in Seattle. I taught it to players in Chicago. I helped strong players get stronger. I helped intermediate players get stronger. And I helped absolutely new players kind of feel comfortable with the game by teaching them the boxing. And, you know, even yesterday I did 2 sessions, and I showed those players, like, that they're strong, but I can win even just using boxing. Just using jabs, elbows, which is like a straight, and throw, which is like a clinch, and defensive movements and defensive options. And I said, I can win with just those. And I showed them how, just to kind of show them how to construct the fights, because it feels like a martial art. It feels like boxing, where you have to learn the 1-2, then you have to learn what a hook is for, and you have to learn that, yeah, you do need to clinch, or it's a viable thing to do. Yeah. So, that, yeah, you can tell how much I love Virtua Fighter. And you know how much I love Vainglory too. So it's like, but you know, less and less time for them, but yeah. So teaching Virtua Fighter is a lot of fun, and so this community knows the value of teaching it. It knows the value of, but you know, we geek out, and when you geek out, you scare people. So I have to manage that. I have to manage my geeking out a lot. And you've seen me geek out plenty, so you know. I do miss Vainglory. I wish the community would not be as toxic. I mean, you know, VF players have whined too because we've wanted a Virtua Fighter 6 forever. But the old Vainglory players that are whining have turned Super Evil Megacorp into a toxic brand. Yeah, I'm really sad that they turned it into like a toxic brand. That they're gonna review bomb every game that's not Vainglory 2. But you're like, there's no way they're gonna make a Vainglory 2 if you act like this, and you're pretty much like you're trying to make the only option for them to just change their name, you know. And right now, and I actually liked Catalyst Black a lot, but it wasn't a fully as complete game. But what was there was so cool because Catalyst Black like brought freaking All-Track Valley to the iPad, you know, like the insane like 40 versus 40 player mode in World of Warcraft. You know, it brought that kind of gameplay with a gameplay that's more like Halo and Titanfall. And so my son loves playing Catalyst Black with me. I love playing Catalyst Black with my son. And it's when we do finally fight like humans on the other team on that epic mode, it's so cool. It's so cool because we're like fighting the bots and fighting the player, which is like a Titanfall experience. Yeah, but you know, but they've already passed Catalyst Black to a new team, so I might end up playing it with like my brother-in-law and his children, and with, you know, along with my son. But Catalyst Black is cool. Like it's a unique game. Not everybody gets it, but it's so cool. I mean, again, Halo kind of combat in a touchscreen play that works well, but also, but mainly that it's like All-Track Valley. That it's like an epic PvE, PvP, you know, objective-based zone. So cool. But it's so convoluted, which is so Super Evil Megacorp, and it does monetization like in the worst way possible, just like Super Evil Megacorp. So you know, like their gamer side gets in the way of their business sense, like way too much, and then the gamers get angry still, right? They're trying to do the gamer solution. So SEMC has just released their newest game, and I haven't tried it yet, and I'm excited. It's basically, have you played Hades? They basically have made their own version of Hades, but it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate, and it's free because it's on Apple Arcade. So it's a co-op Hades. And so that is SEMC's new game. Now, a lot of old people from SEMC are not there, but yeah. So check it out. That it just released like last week. It just released a week ago. Yeah, and you know, see what you think about it. See what you think for the potential. But I do think, at the very least, at least by partnering with Apple Arcade and with Netflix, which is the weirdest partnership I've ever heard of. So they're partnered with Netflix on this game. By doing that, I think they did kind of financially shield themselves from their bad gamer instincts, because that's like one of their biggest weak points is they don't do well for their business model because they try to do what the gamers demand they do, and then they don't do well, and then everyone's mad that the game is not alive anymore, right? And like I said, the old Vainglory players have made the brand almost toxic because they just review bomb all the new games and just say that this is not Vainglory 2. You know, so that breaks my heart, you know, because these are people that are just working and trying to make an awesome game, and in my view they succeeded. But it's just that Catalyst Black is not a Vainglory, it's just a very different game, but I think it's a truly special game. But too bad we won't get to see what they were hoping to do with it going forward, because I think there was going to be at least 2 more modes that they were going to release later, and we're not going to see that. So, but the All-Track Valley mode's so freaking cool, you know. So yeah, it's just I mean, there's not enough people to enjoy it, but I think the game itself is cool. But it's also kind of convoluted, like Super and Light Code, meaning it's too hardcore. I think the problem with Vainglory, they're PC gamers, and they wanted to make the PC game that they wanted to make the game that would get PC gamers to love playing on touch. And the problem with that is there's no way that the PC gamers were ever going to convert to touch. Right? Even if I think the controls were the best controls in all of MOBA history. It's just, you know, the PC gamers are going to be PC gamers. Given the choice, it's always going to have the best specs. It's always going to be a thing they want to play. So then they ended up appealing to the crowd that couldn't play on PC, right? They ended up having to, basically it was middle schoolers that were using their parents' money, right? It's a free-to-play game. And so the middle schoolers can unlock, and they made a lot of things unlockable for free. So then they had to kind of please that crowd, right? And then there's a lot of things that kind of go wrong from there. Or challenges that were hard to overcome, or hard to kind of get to where maybe they had wanted to. And I think the business model, I'm all about customer service, and I think that at events, like, I was really strong with the customer service, and I was really strong at events because of this. But even for me, there is a principle of quote unquote listening too much to the customer, because it's not about, like, you're not trying to just do what the customer says or necessarily even please them the exact way that they demand to be pleased. A lot of times you're just trying to solve the problem and come up with a solution that works for the business but also works for the customer. And to me, that's the more optimal thing, right? But I do think Vainglory really went heavy on appeasing the customer. They were one of the most generous games outside of maybe Legends of Runeterra. And they were, and on top of that, they really gave, like, when the community said they wanted something, they really gave what they could give, you know? And so for me, it's rough. And then at the end of the day, they get a toxic community, right? At the end of the day, Catalyst Black comes out, and instead of people spreading the word that liked Vainglory and could give Catalyst Black a try, it was just a lot of people just never even playing it, just saying they're angry that it's not Vainglory 2. And then they review bomb it, and a lot of other things. But on top of that, their monetization model just didn't work. It didn't really incentivize it. If you were a hardcore gamer, you kind of knew you didn't need to dip into that at all. And it never gave you this, like, wanting to dip into it. And then they also didn't allow you to really customize skins, because maybe they plan to eventually do it, but they didn't do it at launch. But that's like a sin, because if you're gonna want money and you don't want it to affect the gameplay, it's got to be the cosmetics, right? So you can't last priority that, and they last priority that, and it was like, okay. Alright, so you're only monetizing the grind, but this game's design is so complicated in these currencies and in these what you're leveling up, that it's just hard to know if you, like, the customer can't help but feel, should I even put money in this? Yeah. So it was just rough.
It's go time.
So I still love, even though it's a different company at this point, I do think it's still Tommy Crow, and I think it's still, of course, Christian Segastrelli. And I hope LaCour is still there. But I know it's a different company at this point, though. But I love every product that they've come out with so far. But it's a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker. More heartbreaking than Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter doesn't break my heart. Sega making this this remake, like built, basically put a lot of the code into the Dragon engine and redo core assets. Sega didn't have to do this, and they did, so I'm very grateful. And I've been able to continually just, VF has become more fresh. I'm fighting more players than a few years ago, and I'm having the best time. I just went to Japan. I went to Evo Japan, and that was like the best trip of my life. So I'm really grateful to this game, you know. And I'm really grateful that I get to. The dream trip from 10 years ago was able to be realized this year, and it was just as amazing as it was, even in the face of arcades dying, even in Japan. So I am so happy with that, because I've wanted to go to Japan for so long. Yeah, so yeah, I'll tell you more about it later, but thank you so much. We're gonna go rest, but happy Mother's Day. Like, give your mother the biggest, the biggest virtual hug. I don't know if you're in Chicago, if you're in Portland, or if they're in Chicago, or if they're in Portland. But man, the biggest hug to your mom, the biggest hug to your sister, who's now a mother. So you know, man, you know, happy Mother's Day to your family. This has got to be one of the most special Mother's Day for your family too. You know, things are getting better in terms of pandemic. And your family is doing great, so yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll send you a message though, because I love chatting with you, Wallstormer. And I miss a lot of our chats, but I also know you've been busy too, and these have been some crazy years. So man, wonderful cheers, and thank you for stopping by the stream. It's just really, really making my day. So have a good one. We're going to go to the Iris Gardens tomorrow in Salem, and we're going to celebrate with also another first-time mother who just had a baby this year. So it's a very special occasion. So happy Mother's Day, everybody. Everyone have a good one. A good night. We're going to find someone to... I'm probably going to raid someone like Juicebox because of the hype he's building for Street Fighter. Round two. Top Villainy, good to see you as well. Thank you always for the support. So.
Excellent.
Okay, here you finished.
Round three. Ready?
You know what? We're going to raid Majin Obama because I want you guys to follow Majin Obama. I want you guys to watch it tomorrow night around this time. There's going to be the best Virtua Fighter tournament, the 18th one. So first time since I think 2019. So Beat Tribe Cup is back. It is the biggest Virtua Fighter tournament in the world. It is a 5 versus 5 tournament. 125 teams, 124 Japanese teams, 1 Korean team. Each team has 5 players, so that's 625 players, all in one spot. Thanks to DreamHack, who brought the Cooperation Cup, which is the third strike version of the Beat Tribe Cup. And thank DreamHack for getting a streamer like Majin Obama to do an English stream for both. So I'm going to send everybody to Majin Obama. I want you guys to keep that channel in mind and check out tomorrow night, because I'm going to be in that chat. And I'm going to be having a blast watching the best Virtua Fighter in the world tomorrow night. It's going to be Sunday morning Japan time, but Saturday night for us. So I'm excited for that. I hope to see you guys there in Majin Obama's stream tomorrow night, because it's going to be a lot of fun. If you have any questions, ask. We're going to be happy to help and answer. But we're going to watch the best. Most of the Japanese VF players are just out of their minds excited for this. They've been all preparing. They all, it was only announced 2 months ago, which is insane. But they're so happy it's back, and it's a wonderful return. So yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So We're gonna raid Majin Obama, and tomorrow night, let's watch Majin Obama. Let's help make sure that the numbers are there, because we want VF to look good internationally. So, I want to say, hey, we're here, and we're gonna watch VF. So, let's take it to Majin Obama. And so right now, you're gonna watch the Cooperation Cup, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike team battle tournament. And also, Japan feels like that's their biggest tournament. Fun fact, the Beat Tribe Cup used to be called Athena Cup, and you can watch a lot of archive videos. Enjoy.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
Okay. If you are still here, though, please, by all means, if you're still here, please go watch Majin Obama's channel. Support them, or at least give a nice shout out to them. I appreciate them doing this. I appreciate DreamHack, and the organization that runs Beat Tribe Cup is Virtua Fighter Relationship. So, VFR, for sure. Alright, everyone have a good night. See you tomorrow night at Beat Tribe Cup. Let's go.